I caught up with a local photographer earlier in the week. It was really nice. He told me all these great beaches that he thought that I would really like here in Adelaide, and so I'm pretty excited to be here. This is one of them. This is Crockery Bay, about an hour south of Adelaide. And the other exciting thing is I've been testing the new JetMag Pro filters from Nisi. They're a magnetic round filter system. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to do some shooting here. Got a great, yeah, it looks like an awesome location. Really love it. And I'm going to show you guys the Nisi JetMag Pro filters. So let me get this set up on the camera and I'll run through how it all works. So what I've got here is the landscape kit. So Nisi have made these in a couple of different configurations. It's basically the landscape kit, and then there's also a cinematic kit if you're shooting video. So obviously, me being a landscape photographer, this is ideal for what I want to have a look at and review. First thing, obviously, it comes in this nice caddy. It's hard, so it's nice and protected. It's got a little hanging buckle here, so you can hang it off your tripod. So really small, compact. So everything's held inside there. Now, how the system works is we have an adapter ring. So the kit comes with 4 of these. You can buy additional ones if you have a different size filter thread front on the front of your lens. So what it's referring to is this filter thread size here. So for this lens it's 77mm. So you'd choose the 77mm adapter ring and you'd screw it onto the front of your lens here. Now the kit comes with 4, so it's the 4 common ones: 67, 72, 77 and 82. So basically this one kit comes with 4 of these that'll fit 4 different size lenses, and then of course if you had a 62 or something smaller, you just purchase an additional adapter ring. And then the kit consists of 3 NDs, a polarizer, 2 front caps and a back cap. So it's designed to all magnetize together, and your front and back cap can stay on there when it's in the pouch, so it's nice and protected. And then if you happen to have one on your camera at the same time, you've got 2 front caps, so you can still have that one protected and then you can have this one on your lens, so that's great. Okay, so the system's really easy to fit. So I'm going to fit it onto this lens. As I said, this one's 77mm, so I just grab the 77mm adapter ring, and then that just screws onto the front of the lens. And then the ND filters will then magnetize onto that. Now I'll just show you on the step rings, we've got a little white mark at 180 degrees apart. That's the locking mechanism. So these filters will also not only magnetize, but they also lock into place. So that's a guide to where you will lock the filters on if you want to lock them into that position. So I'll just show you the locking mechanism, how that works. So when these tabs are all lined up together, then they're basically locked together. So to get a filter off, we just need to rotate it so the handle's away from itself, and it will just magnetize off. Now I'll just grab one of the NDs and I'll show you how it goes onto the camera. So we basically just put it on, it magnetizes on. It's so quick and easy, and there you go, it's on. So that white tab that I showed you before on the actual adapter ring, if we then line the blue handle up with the white tab, it's then locked. So that's now locked in place. Okay, and we can stack these, so we've got an ND on there. If we then wanted to place a polarizer in front of that, then it just simply magnetizes on like that. Absolutely brilliant. As I said, you can line them up to lock them so they're not going to fall off. Then to remove them, we simply just rotate and then it will pop off. You can of course stack the ND, so a 3, 6 and a 10. So if you wanted to stack the 10 with a 3 to do a really long exposure, then you can certainly do that. You can stack as many as you want. Now, all the NDs are blue tabs. They've colorized the whole system, so the polarizer had a white tab on it. Just find that one, white or silver. And then when you get into the cinematic filters, then they have different colors as well. So a great way of color coding, so you know what filters you've got on there. The filters also have written on them, on here, what they are. So this one's the polarizer, so it's the true color polarizer. And then the NDs will have written on there the strength of the filter that's on there. Now these are an FS ND, which stands for Full Spectrum ND. I did a review on the Nisi Swift system, which is similar to this, but it wasn't magnetized and there was no locking capability. But that was the first of their FS series filters. And the difference with the full spectrum filters is that they filter out the whole spectrum of light. So what that means at the end of the day is we get absolutely true perfect color. There's no color cast with these filters at all. It's unbelievable. Now when we shoot with polarizers and we shoot with NDs, and especially when we increase our exposure times, when we're getting into 30 seconds or 1 minute or 2 minutes, then things like UV light and infrared light have more emphasis on the image, and that's where some color casts or some contrast increases come in with filters. So with the FS filters, there's absolutely none of that. So that's pretty exciting. It's nice to be able to shoot and get pure color, and then, you know, if I want to make any changes, I prefer to do it in editing, not the camera be doing or the filters be doing it, and then I have to change it to my personal taste. So I think that's a real bonus with this system, knowing that you can use these filters, you can shoot long exposures, and you're not going to get any color cast at all. Okay, so I just want to talk about the polarizer. So with this polarizer, you'd simply place it on, and then of course to set the polarizer we need to rotate it into position. So polarizer always needs to be rotated to the effect that you need. It's not one of these filters like an ND that you just plonk it on and it works. So you simply rotate it to get the desired effect. Now, when I'm teaching workshops, one of the biggest things is people have so much trouble like seeing the difference that the polarizer makes, and this is probably the one filter that I cannot do without. It makes such a huge difference to 95% of my shots. So a little tip to see whether your polarizer is working or not is simply to look through it the way the camera looks through it, and then just hold it into the scene. And as I rotate it here, we've got lots of glare on the water out here, so this is going to make a huge difference. And as I rotate it, that water is going darker, so I know that point where it goes dark, I know that the polarizer is going to make a big difference. You can also take that position and then place it onto the camera roughly where it is, and then you've only got a tiny little bit of fine tuning to do. So yeah, there's a little tip for the polarizer. Now another thing that's really exciting about this system is that they're talking about bringing out a graduated filter that can be used with this. Now I'll try and get some more information from Nisi on that. I'm not sure at the moment whether they have any pictures or diagrams of how that looks, but this would be a pretty neat system, being so small and compact. If there's an ability to use a graduated filter as well, then it's sort of the be-all end-all filter system. I've been told that these filters are 100 by 150, so I will find out more about that, and whether that is, I'm guessing it'll be the same filters that we use in the V7 system. So yeah, pretty neat if that can take a graduated filter as well. Yeah, okay, so look, all in all, these are a fantastic filter system. I'm really impressed with them. You know, all metal construction, like the caps are metal as well. The FS NDs are going to be fantastic for true colour, all the other Nisi coatings. The compact, you know, with the ability to be able to add the graduated neutral density filter down the track is a real bonus as well. So I've really enjoyed using these over the last couple of weeks, and I can see they're going to be really popular with photographers that you know, maybe you don't want to have the whole V7 system with the, you know, the big graduated filters and the drop-ins. This is so small and compact, perfect for travel, just perfect for shooting landscapes. So well done, Nisi, another awesome product you've brought to market.